Good evening, and welcome to the 49th Annual Perkiomen Valley High School Commencement Ceremony. My name is Zoe Mueller, and as president of the Howard B. Kaiser chapter of the National Honor Society, I thank you for joining us this evening to celebrate the achievements of the class of 2018. To begin tonight's ceremony, thank you to all individuals who guided us through our high school journey, which has opened the door for lifelong education and learning. Thank you to teachers from elementary school through high school for their patience, guidance, and absolute persistence to teach us not only about their respective subject matter, but valuable life lessons. Thank you to the staff, security agents, bus drivers, administrative assistants, counselors, and everyone who has had any impact, no matter how small, on the class of 2018. Most importantly, thank you to our parents, families, and friends for their unending support and guidance through these 13 years, which have all led to this pivotal moment in our lives. The class of 2018 is extraordinarily diverse, with people from all backgrounds, with every interest a Wikipedia page can cover. Though we will all walk down different paths, we all started here, at Perkiomen Valley, together, as the beautifully intricate class of 2018. Together, we have grown through our shared experiences to become the eager young adults we are today. As we depart into our respective futures, whether it be college, the military, or the workforce, the class of 2018 will make the world a better place. Finally, thank you to my fellow classmates for making my high school experience one that inspires me to make an impact on this world. As J.R.R. Tolkien says in the classic trilogy, Lord of the Rings, "The road goes ever on." Yet I will never forget being amongst such admirable, talented, and inspiring individuals. I am extremely proud of the class of 2018. We've accomplished so much in our years here, which we celebrate tonight. As we leave high school, the class of 2018 will greet the world as a force to be reckoned with, as we use our knowledge and experience to fix the problems we face, to enrich the world. Thank you.
believe it's finally happening. We are about to embark on a new journey. However, it is important to reflect on the events that facilitated our success. We all may be different people, but over our 4 years here at Perkiomen Valley, we have gradually become more connected to one another. Consequently, it is not my goal today to speak to you, for I am just a stroke on the canvas of the class of 2018. Rather, I wish to acknowledge the grand portrait that we have created. After all, it's simply one number that is supposed to magically summarize one's academic prowess that served as my qualification to speak today. My GPA was higher, so what? I can tell you how to find the acceleration of a ball on a slope or the derivative of e to the x, but there are many other things that I definitely can't do that I'm sure plenty of you can. Superficial qualifications aside, this speech is for all of us because we all succeeded in our own ways. There are many wonderful aspects of Perkiomen Valley that make it a great school, like the way the district renovated the cafeteria right as we were leaving. But what really stands out about PV is its remarkable teachers. However, it isn't the subject matter that they teach that makes them so special. Rather, it's the personalities that they've blended into their lectures. One such special teacher is none other than Mr. Pennybacker. You see, Mr. Pennybacker currently maintains a document of funny remarks his students have said over the years. So this year, I decided to take a page out of his book and write one of my own, collecting all of the notable comments that our teachers have said. Coincidentally, I found that their reoccurring expressions perfectly encapsulated the climate here at PV. Without further ado, in the words of Mr. Lysak, let's dive right into the text, guys. So let us begin with a stroke of genius from the amazing Mr. Petsko. Sometimes, my class would find themselves waiting outside room 206 for Mr. Petsko to unlock the door. Jokingly, he would remark that we were letting locked doors stop us. Sometimes, a locked door in life will try to hold us back, but an unconventional solution is all we really need to get past it. For instance, a seemingly locked door for our class was winning Spirit Week. Sophomore year, we wanted to illustrate our PV pride. We creatively decided to hand out thematic stickers to ensure everyone was involved, which apparently led to the full-scale scandal, Stickergate. Though we didn't emerge victorious that year, we continued to develop an element of creativity and unity that allowed us to win the title of #1 student section in Southeastern PA this year. Together, we grew and finally succeeded. However, it is important to note that growth is not necessarily synonymous with maturity. For example, Mr. Graham, in his own words, has claimed at times that he still doesn't feel like an adult. As it turns out, we may have more time than we think before the stressful world of adulthood descends upon us. Just think of all the times we said rams or yams. A childish mantra to say perhaps, but if being childish ignites a passion in all of us to defeat Springford, then certainly there's merit in childlike enthusiasm. I admit, it may seem odd to draw connections between these cavalier teacher quotes and our high school experience. However, their value is realized not only when reflecting on our high school career, but as we look forward to the future as well. Here at PV, our teachers taught us how to be creative in our critical thinking, have compassion for others, and bring life and personality to everything we do. And while I may not always remember the sinking of the Lusitania or the Lagrange error bound, I will remember the wisdom my teachers have instilled within me. Our teachers truly nurtured our individuality, creating an exceptional class filled with colorful and lively students. And although it is time to move on, nothing can ever change the fact that our colors intermingled, where each and every one of us painted our own stroke on the once blank canvas that is our class. But this is not the time to sit around and watch paint dry. Congratulations, class of 2018. It is time to follow your heart and venture forth in the world. Leave your mark.
Good evening. On behalf of the Perkiomen Valley School Board, I'm grateful to have the honor and the privilege to welcome you to the graduation of the class of 2018. Graduates, today is a day of great celebration as we recognize your accomplishments and as you move forward to the next chapter of your lives. It is also a day for looking back upon your time here at PV and to reflect upon your experiences. I'd also like to ask you to pause for a moment to remember all of those who have guided you along the way, including the teachers, the support staff, and administrators, as well as your loved ones who are here today and those who couldn't be here. Parents, family, and friends, congratulations, and thank you for all of your efforts to support the individuals sitting here on their journeys to this momentous occasion. And thank you for being here this evening to honor these fine young adults. I'm sure it seems like only yesterday that you were sending your children to kindergarten, launching them into a new world full of opportunities and growth. Graduation seemed like an eternity away, and yet here we are, again, launching those who are precious to you into another new world. Graduates, you are full of great hope and promise for the future, ready to go forth, make a difference, and hopefully leave the world a better place. Graduation speeches often have advice that are intended to help guide you on the way, yet sometimes this advice can be a little bit paradoxical. You should be working hard to achieve great things, but also make sure you have time to stop and smell the roses. Appreciate the little things, but don't sweat the small stuff. Follow your dreams, but be responsible. Don't let your fears hold you back, but make good choices. So the truth is, there's no path that's right for everyone. My advice to you is to seek to know yourselves, to make choices that align with your values and who you are. That way you can focus your attention and your efforts on things that will fulfill you, and when you do take a risk, you know that it is a good choice for you. I wish you all great success in all of your future endeavors, whatever they are. So as you move forward through whatever direction you choose, also remember the importance of gratitude, kindness, and integrity so that you can work to bring light to everything that you do. In the meantime, savor this moment, the reward earned for years of perseverance and hard work. And once again, congratulations. I'm now pleased to turn the podium over to Mrs. Cindy Moss, who will present the class of 2018.
Thank you, Mrs. Lofton. Good evening, school board, members of the PV administration team, our teachers, our family, our friends, and our students. Tonight, we honor the 419 talented individuals sitting on this field as we celebrate the 49th commencement of Perkiomen Valley High School. Each student sitting on this field tonight has met or exceeded the requirements set forth by our school board and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. My name is Cindy Moss, and I'm the lead principal here at the high school, and I am honored to present to everyone tonight the class of 2018. Class of 2018, you are truly special. You are the only class that was born in 2 different centuries. As the world prepared for the impending doom of Y2K, 3 mothers were preparing to give birth to 3 members sitting on this field tonight. And they gave birth on that very first day of that new century. We also have 11 sets of twins in this class. Many of you were born around the same time as the PlayStation 2 and Wi-Fi. The first Hollister opened the same year you were born. You guys have probably never watched the Brady Bunch. You've never heard Jan say, "Marsha, Marsha, Marsha." You've never used dial-up for the internet with AOL, and you've probably never tried to download, illegally, songs from Napster. You don't remember Polaroid cameras or even using cameras that had film that you had to get developed. You only know a world where you can access a camera and music on one device. You have lived all your life with access to technology and have a wealth of knowledge at your fingertips at all time. You were toddlers when our country faced the dark day of 9/11. To you, 9/11 is a date in history, not a day you actually remember. Sadly, you only know a world where terrorism, both international and homegrown, is an everyday occurrence. Yet that has not stopped you from doing outstanding things in your life so far. So let's talk about outstanding. You're an amazing group academically. 97 students, which is over 24% of you, have over a 4.0 GPA as you graduate. And 69 of you are current members of our National Honor Society, and you can tell those students because they're wearing a gold honor cord this evening. Almost half of the students here have taken at least one AP test in their lifetime and scored at least a 3. It's almost half the students sitting here. Many of the students on the field have actually accumulated college credits already by taking dual enrollment classes at Montgomery County Community College or at Ursinus. And some have even attended college full-time while being full-time high school students. 11% of our students on the field tonight have actually attended the North Monco Technical Career Center, learning a trade or participating in the allied health or biotech fields. And they have earned certifications that will make them highly employable upon graduation. Students, you've demonstrated the skills needed to be successful adults during your graduation projects here at the high school and at the tech school. At the high school, more than half of you completed community service projects, such as doing work with the Daily Bread Community Food Pantry. A dozen of you completed Eagle Scout projects. Others worked in camps, libraries, hospitals, went on mission trips, worked with local animal rescues. I could go on forever with this. You helped to coach sports teams, you learned about careers, you participated in the Pennsylvania Free Enterprise Week. Our seniors who were at the tech school wowed us with their projects, which included Cajun and Creole cuisines, El Salvadorian food, forensic science, and being a bail bondsman. Many of you, actually a record number, 270 of you, participated in career study this year. You witnessed the birth of children. You observed various surgeries, including cataract, knee, shoulder, and arm surgery. You planted bioswale for the watershed, got to watch a major motion picture being filmed. You learned that fundraising for a nonprofit isn't that easy. You had some awesome lunches, and you even got full internships and job offers for this summer and for future years. You represented PV very well. But as we all know, high school is more than just academics. Over 81% of our students participated in some kind of club activity or sport. Our students excelled there as well. Our Science Olympiad team continues to demonstrate excellence by placing 7th in the state. Our scientists medaled in remote sensing, write it, do it, and microbe mission. Our debaters argued their way to the wins. The chess club became a threat when they joined the league for the first time this year, playing students from other local high schools. The 10 seniors who played Ultimate Frisbee pulled and air bounced their way to winning 2 tournaments this spring. Now, our clubs at PV aren't just about competitions. Your participation in clubs such as Aqualis, GSA, Rotary, Key Club, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, Link Crew, and Student Forum provided you with opportunities to give back to our school community as well as the PV community at large. You continued to shine in our music and art programs. The concerts this year were utterly amazing. We had cello, violin, bassoon, and vocal solos. The Indoor Guard once again won the Atlantic Coast Championship for the 2nd year in a row. The jazz band helped to raise over $1,700 for the Lukens Family Foundation and also performed at the Wells Fargo Center. The marching band beat their rival Nazareth for the first time ever, and the indoor percussion ensemble won the bronze medal at the Mid-Atlantic Percussion Society. You participated in the fall play Class Action, chronicling typical high school life. My favorite scene had to be the PV TV scene and the classroom weather forecast. In the spring, you sang and you danced on a cruise ship and did show-stopping tap dance number. Liz, where are you? I'm still waiting for my video on how to do that tap dance number. We have some very talented artists here in the Valley whose artwork rivals that of professional artists. As we know, this class also had an amazing year in athletics. Austin Herzog from the Mercury was correct when he tweeted, Taking stock of the whole year, this year has been hugely successful across all sports for at PV Viking. First-time PIAA qualifiers in boys soccer, boys lacrosse, and girls lacrosse. Girls basketball and girls volleyball made states. Football won the PAC title. That's an impressive haul. He forgot to add a couple of things, such as field hockey and boys basketball and baseball all making districts as well. It was certainly a year to remember. Now, one can't talk about athletics without talking about school spirit. Your class showed their spirit early on in your high school career, as we all know, during Spirit Week. Sticker Gate, as we heard before, became a commonly used word in the Valley because of this class. Your school spirit's been growing throughout the years and culminated this year when you won the Best Student section, not only in the PAC, but in southeastern Pennsylvania. We thank Sam Stewart, PV grad, former Mercury reporter, and currently serving in the U.S. Army, for hosting the contest and presenting us with our winning t-shirts and the title of Best Student Section, even though we thanked him by yelling, "Sam's a yam." You did the Viking Rumble with enthusiasm with the cheerleaders, and whenever they asked, "Are you proud to be a Viking?" what did you guys say? Yes, we are. This class came together to host the biggest senior class trip ever in the history of PV, with over 210 students running through the parks to ride Pandora, the rocking roller coaster, and Space Mountain. Seniors, tonight you leave campus as alumni. You're ready to move on to that next chapter of your life. Approximately 92% of you are furthering your education either at a 2- or 4-year college or at a trade school. Vassar and Dartmouth are among the schools you'll be attending. You'll be crossing the country and in some cases going across oceans to further your education, going to California, Arizona, Florida, Massachusetts, the Carolinas, and even Norway. This class earned over $5.2 million in scholarships. As an aside, I must apologize to Paige Calfapietra for the mix-up during senior awards. Paige won both a citizenship award as well as a scholarship from PVEA. Paige, can you please stand up for a second so we can honor you? Congratulations to Paige and her family. So 4.5% of this class is going right to work once you leave high school, and 10 students are planning on going to the military. And yet another PV grad is going to West Point in a couple weeks. Will those who are serving our country please stand up so we can properly thank you for your upcoming service? Tonight, at the end of the night, Brendan will be giving the key to the PV Kingdom to Maddie Lepatina, who is our rising senior president. The rising seniors will have big shoes to fill, and I challenge them to continue the excellence that you've achieved. Graduation is bittersweet. You leave the comfort of PV for your next chapter. As Natasha Bedington said, today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Make the upcoming chapters as outstanding as your first several chapters. Looking back on these 4 years, you'll probably remember some great times, some stressful times, and maybe some not so good times. Some of you can't wait to get out of here, and some of you kind of wish you could stay. It can be a little scary moving on, but remember the words that Green Day sang, "It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life." Dr. Russell, the students whose name appear on the official list have met their academic obligations. On behalf of their class advisors, Mrs. Christofko and Ms. Coriat, and the rest of the PVHS faculty, I present to you the class of 2018.
Good evening, and congratulations to those of you seated before me this evening as the graduating class of 2018. I first met many of you as boys and girls attending Skipback Elementary while serving as the building principal there. I have observed you grow and mature over the years, and this evening I honor you as ladies and gentlemen about to embark upon the next phase of the journey we call life. Be excited. You have reached an important milestone, and you are ready. Your future looks different from the one many of us present this evening stepped into upon our high school graduations. You are part of an ever-changing and increasingly personalized world. You have information at your fingertips, or you can simply ask Siri. You can interact with individuals from anywhere in the world and visit any location virtually. You have the ability to watch what you want, when you want, on your TV, your smartphone, or computer. And when you have a question, you can Google it or YouTube it to find a video and help you with the answer. I really wanted to get through this first time smoothly. You communicate in ways we never imagined by using texts, hashtags, tweets, chats, and FaceTime. Growing up with these tools and the rapid pace of change as we know it today, you have a fantastic ability to adapt. This is a quality that those of us who are older sometimes struggle with. I'm sure you've noticed this. How often has an adult come to you and asked you to fix a phone, a computer, or a remote? How often did you come up with the answer to a question quicker than one of your teachers? In many regards, you continue to be one step ahead of the adults in this digital world, and that has been important to our development as a school community. I thank you for helping us advance. Though it may not always seem like we are advancing as rapidly as the world around us, here in Perkiomen Valley, we are striving to do school differently. We are moving away from the traditional sit and get model where students are seated in rows and focusing their attention on the teacher at the front of the room to instead a more student-centered approach. Hopefully, each of you has had a chance to experience being at the center of your learning at some point here in Perkiomen Valley. It is our hope that you will continue to experience that once you leave us. When you are at the center of your learning, you develop valuable skills such as responsibility, perseverance, resiliency, all of which will serve you well in this rapidly changing world. Just think about the many changes you have witnessed since you entered high school in 2014. Back in 2014, virtual reality was something few of us had regular access to, and now we have virtual reality headsets in our classrooms. Drones were something only the military used, and now I bet many of you have one. When you started here as a freshman, Alexa was most likely a girl in your class. Now she's a robot in our homes we can ask to turn off the lights or to do our shopping. Hoverboards that were once only depicted in movies about the future became household items during your time as high schoolers. In addition to the technological changes, you have been witness to a number of events in our country and abroad that have had dramatic impacts on our world. The Supreme Court legalized same-sex marriage. The Black Lives Matter movement rose to the forefront. The presidential election of 2016 raised our consciousness about the state of politics in our country. Women marched in Washington to highlight gender inequality. Hurricanes and other natural disasters devastated parts of our nation, and highly publicized mass shootings gave us pause in the school community. These events, while sometimes disturbing and unsettling, have led us to further our conversations and thinking on sensitive topics of civil rights, politics, the environment, and more. So much has happened in our world in just 4 short years that we might wonder if we can keep up this pace and what the future might hold. These days, the best way to predict the future is to help to invent it. Continue to strengthen your abilities to adapt and persevere, and how you prepare yourself for jobs that do not yet exist. Think innovatively and creatively. Be a problem solver and continue always to put yourself at the center of learning. I encourage you to continue your learning in whatever capacity suits you best. Many of you are moving to further your education. Others will enter the military. As we just recognized, I thank you in advance for your service. And finally, some of you will enter the workforce immediately upon graduating. All of these paths will lead to more learning. And as you navigate this highly technical and digital world, I encourage you to think about the digital footprints you create, and always remember how important it is to interact with others in person, face to face. Be aware of the many differences in our society and in our world, and respect them. Be empathetic towards them. You have demonstrated a wonderful spirit towards one another and a dedication to our school. These qualities have not gone unnoticed. Be confident in yourselves and know that you are ready for whatever it is you desire to pursue. I wish you health, happiness, and success, and I thank you again for all that you have offered the Perkiomen Valley School District. Congratulations to the class of 2018. I now declare you graduated.
Sabrine Abdel. She didn't want her last name. She didn't want that part of it. Jasmine Alexis Adams. Leslie Ann Adams. Aaron M. Alfonso. Haley Morgan Alms. Dylan J. Ames. Imani Jonay Anderson. Maxwell Edwin Anderson. Oliver Wesley Anderson. Oscar Thomas Angel. Paige Olivia Angles. Jessica Ann Baker. Catherine M. Baker. Nirali K. Bakshi. Bryce A. Basil. Emmanuel Antonio Samilong Bio. Emily Elena Bazemore. Lila R. Bechtel. David Martin Beck. Bryson Alec Bennett. Alex C. Berger. Kevin Tindoy Burnaby. Alyssa Lena Berry. Patrick Martin Bissett. Carly Christina Beswick. Carly Bingaman. Kayla Blasek. Alexandria Donna Blumstrom. Madison Paige Boardman. Bridget Elizabeth Bonjo. Eric Body. Miranda B. Batora. She told me to change it before. I forgot that. She texted me. Carly Boyland. Connor Thomas Brandt. Karina N. Brems. Victoria Rochelle Brenneman. Zachary D. Brewer. Hannah Elizabeth Brown. Benjamin Joseph Buda. Isaac Cohen Budner. Anya Colette Berg. Kayla Nicole Burns. Tyler Driscoll Burns. Paige Alexandra Calfapietro. Angie Marixa Sais Seguda. I'm sorry. Sabrina Camisa. Ryan Christopher Candelori. Allison Nicole Capelli. Riley James Caprio. Nicolo Anthony Carfagno. Morgan Taylor Carosi. Grace Elizabeth Catlin. Erin Marie Kavanaugh. Michael Charles Cerula. Ryan Peter Cerula. Eugene Cha. Ashani Chakraborty. Darby Rose Shalal. Alexander Y. Choing. Helena Mary Claus. Nathan David Cleland. Lauren Marie Colucci. Gage Aaron Conrad. Blake Koshin. Thomas John Cotter. Ronald J. Craig. Emma Christine Cullen. Caitlin Elizabeth Cullum. Amanda L. Cunningham. Caitlin E. Cunningham. Mia T. Durcole. Vincent Dang. Justin A. Daniels. Rachel Lynn Daniels. Ryan T. Dow. Riley Ann Daring. Andrew R. Dalbenspeck. Zachary Joseph Davis. Hannah Catherine DeAngelis. Brianna Lynn DeFreitas. Kevin T. Delacruz. Isaac Oren Paradis De Leon. Kiara Isabel Paradis De Leon. Cameron Charity Della Donna. Sean Devers. Anthony John Diniceni. Mallory A. DiPolito. Matthew R. DeSanto. Andrew J. DiTullio. Michael L. DiTullio. Brittany R. Donegan. Julia K. Dorley. Sean F. Driscoll. Kelsey Ann Dugan. Tyler John Duncan. James A. Durrell. Matthew Z. Dolinsky. Christian M. Adel. Lindsay Caroline Edwards. Kareem Elgawi. Jessica H. Eskander. Caitlin Estelle. Holly Evans. Daniel John Fajardo. Brendan Patrick Phelan. Eileen Z. Fang. Gianna A. Fideli. Brian G. Fair. Allison L. Ferry. Joseph Michael Figarelli. Matthew S. Fitzpatrick. Lucas Christian Foley. Grace Kimberly Folk. Alexandria Melinda Ford. Colin P. Foster. Zion J. Foster. Natalie Elizabeth Freed. Shane Patrick Friel. Curtis J. Fry. Elizabeth J. Fulop. Sean J. Gaffney. Gianna M. Gallus. Michael T. Gamma. Samantha Megan George. Alexis M. Jambrone. Andrew F. Georgie. Joseph A. Junta III. Angelina Michelle Gizio. Darius Deshawn Getler. Mateo Shaquan Getler. Mark Aaron Goldberg. Vincent Anthony Goncalves. Alexis M. Goodwin. Joseph Mario Gorla III. Dante Benjamin Graves. William Harrison Green. Caden Alexander Gresh. Evan J. Hackett. Brenton Phillips Hadler. Connor J. Hanley. Taylor A. Ham. Olivia R. Hart. Cole Hartman. Owen M. Hartman. Adam J. Havard. Thomas J. Hayes. Brock S. Helverson. Jacob M. Harrett. Paige Catherine Herr. Johan W. Herstrom. Karis R. Hills. Jake B. Hoffman. John A. Hollingsworth. Andrew N. Holman. Jair Johanse Holmes. Tucker T. Hauser. Larson W. Hunsberger. Ariana Giselle Hurt. Alec M. Jackson. Jenna Lynn Jacoby. Cody N. Jeffries. Matthew P. Jeffress. Go Birds! Emily Jennison. Angie Cham. Kobe Sean Johnson. Leah Nicole Johnson. Nicholas Johnston. Alessandro Jomley. Megan M. Jonathan. Mariah Lynn Jones. Rebecca Kang. Colin Richard Kashash. Michael Francis Kelly. Sana Kewal Ramani. Emily C. Kyle. Maisie Kissinger. Bailey Elizabeth Cook. Mariah A. Cockle. Bradley William Kocher. Kristen M. Koenig. Irina Nikolaeva Koleva. Justin D. Kozlowski. Stephen Paul Labella. Elizabeth Kathleen Stephanie Land. Madison Landher. Veronica Lang. Nicholas Laurie. Adam N. Laspina. Alexis Rose Law. Emma Mary Law. Caitlin Alexa Leap. Colin P. Leary. Jennifer Lee. Freya Leffler. Samuel E. Linehauser. Kaylee Elizabeth Leister. Douglas H. Lesher. Edward Levin. Benjamin Robert Lewis. Giles Cameron Lewis. Charlotte A. Lay. Nicole E. Licata. Andrew P. Light. Grace M. Lindberger. Isabel M. Lobiondo. Thomas Francis Lombardo. Adam John Long. Shayna Allison Lord. Hani Lunisi. Kevin William D. Lovett. Annette Daniela Luciano. Sorry. Daniela. I don't know why I wrote that. Joshua A. McGee. Ryan T. McGuire. Edward C. Markavage. Lindsay Ann Marchesani. Kelsey Alexandra Marino. Brandon Tyler Maroney. Matthew David Marsh. Richard L. Marshall II. Riley Shelby Martin. Brianna Martinez. Lindsay N. Matisich. Willie B. Mathis III. Dominic T. Mazenga. Bridget C. McColgan. Catherine E. McFadden. Michaela Jean McGuire. Nathaniel D. McKinley. Brian J. McMonigal. Taylor Rose Meehan. Aubrey L. Michelson. Kelsey May Miller. Eleanor Catherine Min. Christopher Brian Mafo. Kulsum Muhammad. Christopher Moore. Jocelyn K. Moore. Megan Victoria Moore. Samantha R. Moore. Haley A. Moriarty. Jasmine N. Morris. Yasir Hassan Moses. Emma V. Mueller. Zoe Mueller. Thomas Mullen, Jr. Alexander S. Muncy. Blake Murphy. Charles M. Murphy. Michael Murphy. Eric C. Murray. Teresa M. Musso. Leah Myers. Bradley J. Nagel. Dylan R. Nassoy. Anthony S. Nave. Joseph J. Neild. Bailey Leigh Newman. Maxwell A. Nice. Stephen Douglas Nigro. Alyssa Colette Noel. Colin E. Novak. Allison Renee O'Donnell. Colleen M. O'Keefe. Cassandra M. Oakes. Isabella Rose Ulrich. Jessica L. Altman. Jordan Carol Ordonez. Bernadette Ortega Crespo. Jessica Ray Ott. Jillian Overholtzer. Julian Margaret Sabatillo. I wrote the worst notes ever. Allison G. Pagliarulo. Megan E. Pagliarulo. Bryn Paley. Colton Palumbo. Nicholas J. Pammer. Taylor Amanda Pappas. Unsik Park. Carson R. Park. Morgan E. Pasanante. Kylie A. Pelzer. Maya E. Penn. Caitlin Perrin. Kristen Pigeon. Aaron J. Pignon. Jared A. Pinkham. Nathan W. Poole. Vivian Elizabeth Pott. Sarah Marie Power. Holland Noel Posino. Margaret Grace Prelitz. Catherine Grace Proto. Caitlin M. Papillo. Joshua D. Caroli. Aaron A. Quinn. Margaret I. Rom. Ethan T. Rapp. Brady Payne Reese. Fisher Jones Rubright. Brooke Olivia Ritchie. Christian R. Reese. Zachary R. Ritchie. Hector Rivera. John T. Roberts. Madeline R. Robertson. Anna Roddy. Ryan C. Rogers. Gabriela M. Rodriguez. Hannah N. Reardon. Grace E. Rogers. Jacob E. Rogers. Alexander Romas. Rachel Lee Rude. Maggie L. Roop. Juliana Jane Rose. Sydney E. Ross. Patrick L. Rush. Vincent Matthew Ryan, Jr. Thomas Michael Santangelo. Angelica Rose Pinto Santiago. Michael Sarro, Jr. Carly Sartor. Jack Saunders. Samantha Scandone. Joseph Raphael Scaramuzzo. Marie Madeline Scaramuzzo. Nathan T. Schaefer. Tegan Ray Scheinbecker. Jocelyn A. Schlachta. Olivia Huang Scott. Carmen J. Scotty III. Ian M. Sedgwick. Remy James Sell. Matthew T. Sellers. Brandon R. Service. Ryan Shayer. Josiah E. Shimko. Noah J. Shine. Grace Ann Veronica Schrift. Victoria Ann Shupard. Trevor Sowick. Allison Slater. Corey A. Slumkowski. Benjamin G. Smith. Phoebe A. Smith. William D. Smith, Jr. Anna Claire Sokolowski. Beatrice Soto. Casey W. Souter. Ethan M. Soa. Fernando Spadilla. Shale David Sprecher. Zachary Robert Staples. Matthew Starner. Drew C. Stevens. Sean W. Stewart. Alyssa Stillman. Isaac J. Stolpe. Alexis K. Stover. Adam L. Steyer. Cindy Sun. Alexandra K. Sapinski. Atticus E. Tarquini. Cole P. Taylor. Dylan J. Taylor. Timothy W. Tegler. Kristen R. Tornetta. Nathaniel Trauger. Sophia Toro. Matthew Ian Tromlin. Julia L. Tuckey. Elizabeth Patricia Turner. Hannah L. Valasek. Robert Antonio Vargas. Louis Anthony Verano. Catherine Cynthia Vesci. Blade Villanova. Richard P. Vorwald. Alexandra N. Vollings. Bryn Louise Wacker. Megan E. Wagner. Dalton S. Walther. Megan T. Waltrich. Helen Wang. Kathleen Wang. Fiona Marie Warren. Thomas A. Warren. Michael A. Weir. Sarah L. Westgate. Christopher S. Wiley. Eleanor Windham. Riley Winward. Mason Wolf. Hannah Danielle Woodford. Samuel W. Wiest. David Yum. Joshua W. E. Young. Kelly Zahauer. Karis K. Zarzeka. Joseph P. Zeminski. Brenna Elizabeth Zepp. Andrew Zelke.
And last but not least, Brendan Christopher Schimpf.
Good evening, friends, faculty, administrators, and congratulations to the class of 2018. A popular adage states, the only reason people hold on to memories so tightly is because memories are the only things that don't change when everything else does. Life is simply the accumulation of memories. These memories work to mold us, shape our identity, and give us a sense of direction. In every important decision, we attempt to use our past experiences and knowledge to give us guidance. This guidance also comes in other forms, through family, friends, teachers, and peers. Our community helped to form this class into a group of talented and extraordinary people. Fellow graduates, recall September of 2005 when our journey as a class began nearly 13 years ago. With a new backpack, a new pair of shoes, and most likely crying parents trailing behind, we entered South, Evergreen, Schwanksville, or Skipback, not knowing where the road would lead us. We began to take part in events that first brought us together as a class, including the kindergarten mall, the animal show, and field day. We grew closer in middle school through the introduction of sports, the performing arts, and clubs. On graduation night, we are united by memories and relationships. For a moment, look around, see the faces of your peers, and make one final memory as a class. We are the 9th best high school in Pennsylvania according to U.S. News and World Report. We were voted the #1 student section in Southeastern PA. You are sitting among state champions and contenders in soccer, lacrosse, basketball, volleyball, indoor guard, percussion and band, 10-day film festival finalists, and back-to-back Pac-10 football champions. "13 years ago, we walked into a variety of elementary schools, but in a few short months, we'll be walking into a variety of colleges, trade schools, the service, and the workforce, with proud parents behind us. With our extracurricular accomplishments, impressive academic records, and admirable character, our future success is ensured. The journey has been filled with joy, stress, laughs, and friendships. We are moving on from our time here at PV, but the memories created will never be forgotten. Will the seniors please join me in standing? At this time, turn your tassels to the left. Perkiomen Valley graduating class of 2018, congratulations.